Aha! Curtains open, lights on. Let's get started. Welcome to Smosh Pit Theater Fanfiction Addiction. Edition. Wow, let's start over. Welcome to Smosh Pit Theater Fanfiction Edition. It's where you, fans, wrote fiction about us that we are going to read and act out as if it was true. I am so excited to announce my theater company. We have Ian Hikoksa.
Hello, I'm Ian Hikoksa.
He's one of our main players. We also have Chance McCrary, who's the jester. We also have Shane Top Boss, who comes in just at the end with one line.
And it is a grand line.
And we also have Arasha, who will be flying across the stage on a rope, but she has wings. You won't know the difference. And we have David Haas. He plays a secret ghost that comes in from the bottom of the stage, and there'll be pyro lights everywhere.
17 of the A's in my last name are silent, like a ghost.
And with that, we'd love for the performances to begin.
The veil is drawn.
Our first fan fiction that we will be playing is Who Would Have Thought by Japan 2025. The cast will be the narrator Damien. Anthony will be played by Chance.
Yes.
Ian will be played by Ian.
Yes.
Amanda will be played by Amanda's. And the summary is, it's fine, everything's fine. Amanda is invited to Anthony's house for a party night. In an attempt to learn more about Anthony, she stumbles on a truth that makes her confront her own feelings. ...
On a party night?
And curtains up on Ian and Anthony.
Anthony was smoking on the wooden patio with Ian. They couldn't stop laughing.
And then she opened her mouth, and all romance vanished like that.
You're really gonna let go of a 10 just because she talks weird?
Yeah, I am. And she gave me Disney adult vibes, which creeped me out too.
Why do you always have to get the Disney adults, bro?
They both bent over in hysterics. Anthony's blunt had pressed onto Ian's hand by accident.
Oh no!
They stared at each other, Ian pouting, Anthony concerned. Then they burst out in laughter again.
I'm so sorry, buddy.
It's okay, man, but I think I'm kind of hurt.
Ian showed Anthony his hand. It was bleeding. In his weed-infused daze, Anthony didn't immediately register what the moment required of him. He found Ian's bleeding hand sexy. Why did Ian offer it to him? He grabbed it and slowly brought it to his face.
Ew, what are you doing?
Ian giggled but didn't retract his hand.
Cleaning the wound?
Anthony wasn't sure what he was doing and why he was licking Ian's hand. Exit Ian and Anthony.
Yeah.
Enter
Oh, man.
Amanda. The stairs were steeper than Amanda had hoped. She used the fact as an excuse to go slow so she wasn't too out of breath. A slight smile formed on her lips as she saw she'd been right. Upstairs was a mess. Equipment stacked against walls, piled up costumes, and Pokemon plushies.
Boring.
She wanted to find out something about Anthony she didn't already know. A closed door caught her attention.
This is such a bachelor pad.
She quietly pressed down the handle and stepped into a smaller room. One thing in the room immediately caught Amanda's eye. It was a framed picture placed on one of the shelves. Ian and Anthony, arms around each other, smiling. Anthony was looking at Ian. They were very young here, maybe even pre-Smosh. Amanda had never seen this picture.
Oh! Wow!
Next to the picture lay a small black booklet and an expensive-looking pen. Amanda reached out, but paused. She shouldn't do this. She'd be crossing a line if she went through it. She swallowed. Hands slightly trembling now, she grabbed and opened the booklet.
You look so good today, Ian. You made a self-deprecating comment and I insisted you were wrong. I will keep reminding you how amazing you are. I feel so guilty, Ian. Oh my God. Guilty for not being there when you needed me. Guilty of not telling you how I feel about you. Ian, you are the light of my life. Ever since we've been back together, I've been living in a dream. How then can I still be unhappy? If I could just tell you, Ian, how I wanted to kiss.
Amanda shut the book, but she didn't put it back down. Her heart was racing as she stumbled out of the room. She looked back at the framed picture.
In love with his best friend?
Again, waves of realization hit Amanda. Anthony's words spoke directly to her soul. She understood him. All those times she'd hugged her best friend a bit too long, smelled her almond shampooed hair, gazed into those hazel eyes. She needed to sit down. She shut the door behind her and found a dusty sofa next to the stairs and sat there, her heart and mind racing.
That handle just did a poop.
Did a poop?
Angela?
Exit Amanda. Enter Ian and Anthony.
Do you feel like one more?
Let's go upstairs. I have some stash there.
The two guys bustled up the stairs. As they reached the top, Ian bumped into Anthony.
Oh, dude, be careful. I nearly fell.
Ian tried to shove his best friend out of the way, but Anthony was a lot stronger than him. He just stood there, seemingly frozen. So Ian wormed his way under and around him to a very disorienting scene.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Amanda? Hey, why are you crying?
Amanda sat there, tears streaming down, chest heaving, with a handwritten book in her hands. Her tears were making dark blotches on the pretty handwriting.
What's the matter?
Ian sat down next to her. Only then she noticed the guys. She sat up, book flying out of her hands.
Nothing. I was.
You were just reading poetry, right?
Luckily for herself and for Anthony's sake, Amanda Lehan Canto was indeed an improv legend.
Ew.
Yes, you caught me. Oh my God, I'm so silly and I'm so pregnant. Oh, I'm so pregnant, and everything makes me want to cry. Like seriously, it's the baby. Don't even worry about it. I just wanted to chill out here for a bit, and bam, cried again. You guys get it.
Amanda, you're gonna be such a great mom.
Oh.
Come on, let's get you back downstairs.
Okay.
Yeah, we're about to play Uno, so you better come downstairs, Amanda.
Are we? Weren't we supposed to be looking for something up here?
Oh, right. You know what? You go downstairs, Ian, and tell the rest of them we're playing Uno. I'll get the thing.
All right.
Exit Ian.
Anthony, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have opened that journal, but I did, and I couldn't put it down. And listen,
No. It's fine. I thought you'd be the first to figure me out anyway. I mean, it's not that fine that you were snooping around my house, but it's fine that you know. I tried to avoid talking to you much because I was sure that you'd find out, journal or not. Weirdly, I trust you not to tell anyone. I don't know why.
It's because I feel the same way you do, Anthony.
You love Ian too?
He rubbed his journal possessively.
Oh, no, wait, no, okay, no, hey, stop. I mean, yes, okay, of course I love him, but like, not like that, okay? No, I mean, I'm in love with my best friend too.
Amanda started to cry again.
For real? You love Angela?
Yeah, man. like I love her so much. And God, Anthony, it's crazy. No, it's so crazy. Whenever she's around, I feel whole. You know, like life can't get any better, you know? And whenever she's not there, or if I even think about her not being there, like I doubt everything. And I feel cold and alone. Like so alone, Anthony. Like, how am I gonna survive this maternity leave without her? My baby.
You won't.
His strokes on the booklet in his hand were pensive now.
Stop.
They both sat down on the couch.
Stop doing that.
You'll die every day knowing she is not going to be right there by your side. And you'll rewatch videos with the two of you to the point where you have everything memorized. So then you just replay them in your head. I think you'll be back before then, though, even if it seems like an eternity.
Those were the most honest words Anthony had ever spoken to Amanda, and they calmed her down.
I still feel terrible, Anthony. Like, I promise I will never intrude on your privacy again.
And I promise never to tell anyone about your secret.
Thanks, man. It's nice talking like this.
You're right.
Yeah.
We're very much alike in a way.
Yeah, totally.
Why don't you join the party downstairs? I heard we're playing Uno.
All right. What up? Steep stairs.
Wow.
Beautiful performances.
Down there playing Uno, is it just Ian?
Well, I guess the rest of us.
You only need Uno person for
I
Uno.
was just thinking.
I didn't know
Just,
improv was just lying.
Great performances, you guys. I was truly moved.
Thank you.
Yes.
Did we book it?
Yeah.
You know, there's still a few more people that we need to see, but we won't forget your performance.
But no,
for
you
sure.
guys did a great job.
Yes.
For
thank you.
sure.
Absolutely.
I thought the weed part was really unrealistic.
That's
that is.
I like how
Totally.
he accidentally burned Ian, but then Ian was bleeding.
Yeah.
I was like, that doesn't feel like a consistent
Yeah.
injury.
And
Yeah.
licking it to clean the wound.
You guys,
Yeah.
it's fiction. It's
Guys,
not
that's how you clean a
true.
weed burn. You don't know that?
Weed
You never-
burns are different.
You've never burned a bro and licked his hand?
Like that happens.
You have.
I also like picturing Anthony's place having just tons of Pokemon everywhere.
Yeah.
Like I love that visual. Like his place is
Pokemon
just filled with
plushies.
Pokemon plushies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it is.
Yeah.
Because we've all hung out
We've
at
all
his
been there.
place.
We have our Uno nights at Anthony's place.
Right. Can we take it back to the Disney adults? Is any of that true?
I'm triggered by Disney adults.
I see.
So that is true.
So
Gotcha.
yes, there is truth.
There is some truth to that, and I do love stroking a good book.
Knew it.
Shall we move on to our next play?
Please, yes. Thank you, Japan 2025.
Thank you for calling Amanda an improv legend.
Yeah, seriously. Thank you
Yeah.
for that.
Whoa.
That was awesome.
Yeah, legend.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's like
In
so
history,
true.
written in stone.
It's actually amazing that is so true.
yeah.
Yes.
Like
No.
people will be talking about
Yeah,
me.
it's just like the
Right.
newer generation.
When I've turned to ash, people will be discussing me. For our next play, we're doing Smosh Nights at Freddy's by Nicolex 3. The cast is as follows. Narrator, Chance. Arasha, Amanda, Shane, Damien, Ian.
Ian.
And here we go. Curtains up.
Arasha didn't normally take the night shift, but Ian had texted her something vague like, "Hey, can you watch The Office tonight? Don't worry if you hear weird noises. Everything is under control." Just as she sat down, the door slammed open. Damien rushed in, panting.
Oh, good. You're here. I need backup.
With what?
Damien pointed shakily at the monitors.
Those.
The screen showed the darkened halls of the office and 3 life-size animatronics of Shane, Amanda, and Chance that Ian had bought for an upcoming sketch.
Those things are just props. Fine.
Not after midnight.
The office lights flickered.
Did the Chance bot just...
Move? Yes, it did.
On the camera, animatronic Chance tilted its head 90 degrees, bones cracking, sound effect and all.
Ew, why is it making noises?
Arasha switched cameras. Animatronic Amanda was gone now.
Oh, cool. Love that for us.
Check the hallway.
Arasha switched cameras once again. AmandaBot stood inches from the security door. It smiled too wide.
Nope.
The door burst open. Shane and Amanda sprinted in, out of breath. These robots are trying to kill us!
I just got chased by a giant version of me and it was humbling!
We need to shut them down. There's a master control chip somewhere in this building.
Where?
If Ian hit it, it's probably in the single stupidest location imaginable.
The fridge.
My God, of course.
They crept through the dark halls, flashlights in hand.
Guys, I just want to say, I'm really proud of us for doing team bonding like this.
Arasha slapped a hand over his mouth.
Shut up. Your robotic twin is literally hunting us.
As if on cue, animatronic Shane lurched around the corner, arms outstretched. Go! Go! The group sprinted, ducking behind cubicles as the robot stomped past. They reached the break room. Arasha threw the fridge open and immediately gagged.
Gross. How old is this yogurt?
There. behind the yogurt.
In the back was a blinking remote with wires sticking out, labeled, "Do not touch, please."
Oh, yeah, that's Ian's handwriting.
Shane reached for the remote, but the door behind them slammed shut. Animatronic Amanda stood in the doorway, blocking the exit. The robot lunged. Shane hit the remote button hard. Animatronic Amanda froze mid-action, and then Ian appeared. He looked calm, almost too calm, holding a half-eaten granola bar.
Hey, everyone. Congrats on surviving the first night.
Ian? What the heck?
Yeah, explain yourself.
Okay, fine. You want the truth? I built these animatronics to replace you guys in the videos.
Replace us?
Yeah. Imagine it. No drama, no mistakes, perfect delivery every time.
You monster!
You were trying to kill us?
Not kill, more like strongly encourage you to leave the office.
So this was never about a sketch.
Nah, replacing you all is way easier.
Whoa.
Are you an animatronic?
Z poop bop boop.
We'll be right back.
Real quick, I'm not an improv master. Those last two lines weren't here.
Well, as a legend.
It's a legend. She's a
added
legend.
that.
Yeah.
Legend
She's a
status
legend.
thing.
Legends are
legend,
just that,
yeah.
stories and tales.
Yeah.
You know, I really enjoyed this one, and I gotta say, it's given me some ideas.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do a 5-night sketch, right?
Hey, Tim, how good are you with animatronics?
I'm pretty good with them. I could murder people with them.
I really want to see my animatronic.
Yeah, me too. I hope she looks like Chica.
On to the next performance. Our next play, A Court of Chance and Magic.
Got it.
By Shut Up Girl
There we go.
229.
Shut up, girl.
All right.
Okay, our cast, narrator, me, Chance, Damien, Arasha, Kelmaris the Elf, Shane.
Dude, you're giving big Kilmaris energy over there.
Here is the summary of this play. Chance shares a strange dream with his best friends, Arasha and Damien. But when he goes home that night, it seems the dream may have been more than just a dream. When a visitor from another world shares information that will change Chance's life forever. Curtains up! One day, after a long shoot at the Smosh office, the cast were hanging out in the hair and makeup area. They were taking off their makeup from a sketch where they were all playing dogs. Arasha was telling Damien and Chance about her dream.
And then I realized I was in front of everyone in the audience for How I Met Your Macy, and I was totally naked.
OMG, that's actually my nightmare.
Wow, that sounds really difficult. I'm sorry you were scared.
That's okay. When I woke up, I was just so glad it was a dream. Yeah.
Chance became serious and turned to his friend.
Actually, I also had a weird dream last night. Can I tell you about it and you won't laugh?
We would never laugh at you, bro.
We're best friends.
So in the dream, I was actually in my bedroom and I woke up and
Sorry.
you said
I'm sorry.
there was a man in the corner of the room watching me.
Ooh, now I'm interested.
Girl, stop.
Sorry.
Anyway, he looked kind of weird, like he had pointy ears, but not like a bat or like a Vulcan, more like a Lord of the Rings character. He was kind of short and had really high cheekbones and beautiful eyes.
And did you get his number?
More like his tavern address. This sounds like a Dungeons & Dragons campaign. Actually, while I was researching a campaign that I was DMing recently, I discovered that some people think elves really do exist, and they come to our world to find mates. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I know. I love D&D. Anyway, I was about to ask who he was, and then he disappeared, and I woke up.
Wow. That story was like so boring.
I listened to your boring ass dream.
They all laughed together.
I'm kidding.
You didn't mean it.
And they sipped their Diet Cokes.
Oh.
Yep. Just then, Marcus came in.
Okay, everybody, that's a wrap. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
We love you, Marcus.
The cast went home for the day. Oh,
See you guys out there.
They went home.
Drive safe.
Yeah, I will.
Later that night,
Oh.
Chance was tossing and turning in his bed. He bolted awake to discover the same man from his dream last night. Maybe it wasn't a dream after all.
Who are you?
My name is Kelmeris, and you are Chance.
How do you know my name?
Where I am from, every child knows your name.
Oh.
You are the prince who was lost.
I'm the what?
I can tell you, but I would much rather show you.
Hell no. I'm not going anywhere with some stranger who appeared in my room late at night. This isn't Twilight.
Very well. I will explain what I can.
Suddenly, the strange man waved his hands, and Chance saw a glowing light appear in his bedroom. The glowing light formed the forms of human-esque people who appeared to dance and illustrate the story that Kelmeris told.
I come from a land that is always green and beautiful. You call this land the Fey Kingdom.
I do?
Our people live long lives of magic. Once, not so long ago, our prince visited your land. He fell in love with a human woman.
The light figures swirled and danced like they were in a ballroom.
He wooed her and won her. A child was born, but he was forced to return to our kingdom, and the child was lost.
Chance wanted to say something sarcastic, but he was actually moved by the strange display and story, almost as if he already knew it all in his heart.
And you think...
Yes, we think you are that child. And now you must return with me to claim your throne in the Fey Court.
Okay. Whoa. Put down that hologram for a minute. I'm just a comedian, okay? I can't come with you to Narnia. I have a job and people who rely on me. Plus, I have a show at UCB on Friday.
But you must come, at least to meet the king and the queen, your grandparents.
My grandparents live in Tennessee.
Please, come with me. Our world depends on it.
Okay, well, maybe, but only if I can bring friends.
No mortal may enter our world.
Then no deal, elf boy.
You are being much more difficult than expected.
I'm worth the effort.
To his amazement, Chance saw that the Fey man was blushing. He felt embarrassed too, but he couldn't stop the sarcastic reply coming to his lips. But to his surprise, the elf agreed.
Fine. Call them and bring them here, and we will journey together to the land of the Fey.
Okay, 1 sec.
Chance pulled out his iPhone, which was covered in Smosh stickers. Shut up. He dialed Arasha and Damien on a group call, who answered with groggy voices.
Are you serious? It's like 3 a.m. You better be dying.
Is everything okay, man?
You will never believe what I'm about to tell you, but if you come over to my apartment in Rancho Cucamonga right now, I can promise you the night of your life.
Chance looked into Kelmeris' eyes. They smiled at each other. Chance could tell the adventure was about to begin.
Sorry, Ian's mom, I gotta go.
It was absolutely perfect. I would read the 5 books.
You were in that like Pennywise. You were like a Skarsgård. Like
Yeah.
you were an elf. Shane was gone.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
played him as a like horrible little face elf.
Yes.
Like
Not,
floating around.
not sexy elf.
Not
I was
like
like, no, I'm not.
sexy
This is not
way.
sexy elf. Not sexy way.
Not sexy.
No, I was playing like
Not
elf
sexy
that dances
way.
around. And
You were like Keebler elf that someone like dragged the corner and just made bigger, not like taller and human shaped.
if there is a fan fiction in the style of Court of Thorns and Roses, but with the Keebler elves,
Yeah.
and they all f***ing,
Yeah.
I'm reading that shit.
Yeah.
Snap, crackle, pop. Janine felt what she'd never felt before.
Janine!
Really
I don't know the name.
Oh, it's perfect.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
On to our next performance. Our next play is called Smosh Quick by Pitch Bitch. Fun.
That's a good name.
Our cast is as follows. Narrator, Ian, Shane, Courtney, Arasha, Angela, Amanda, Spencer, Damien, Tommy, Chance.
Whoa.
Curtain is up.
Shane blinks awake, his ears ringing and his throat on fire from the debris clogging his airways. He coughs as he looks around at his surroundings. Wires hang from above, some sparks fly, and he flinches away from them. Broken off pieces of the set litter the ground around him, as well as chunks of walls and ceiling. He gets up, carefully planting his hands so as not to cut them on any sharp, broken objects. He's aching from his fall and winces as he rubs his elbows and stretches his joints.
Courtney?
No response.
Tommy? Angela? Anyone?
His breathing quickens as fear strikes him. Are they okay? Are they hurt? Are they?
No!
He shouts at himself. He can't even go there. What does he do? After another round of coughs, Shane pulls his shirt up to cover his nose and mouth.
No!
He shouts at himself again. He needs to find the others to make sure his friends are safe, that Courtney is safe. Exit Shane. Enter Tommy, Angela, and Courtney. Tommy wakes up first with a cough attack and shakes Angela awake.
Cough.
Oh, holy tits!
As Angela looks around, her eyes widen in
Where are
horror.
my glasses? I don't have my glasses on.
She points ahead of her.
What?
He follows her gesture to Courtney, who is out cold.
Oh.
Her right arm is pinned under the Bellerby board with the weight of a significant chunk of the roof on top.
I think we should wake her. Like maybe she knows what to do. Like her father's a firefighter, right?
If we wake her, she'll freak out. At least she's not consciously in pain right now. In fact, we should keep her quiet so we don't wake her.
They startle as a groaning sound fills their little cave.
Guys? What happened?
Hey, Courtney, how are you feeling there, buddy?
What?
Courtney looks at Angela, who's staring at the part of her arm that disappears behind the bent metal game board. Exit Tommy, Angela, and Courtney. Enter Shane and Spencer.
Spencer!
Spencer whips around.
Oh, Shane. Aw, man, I've never been happier to see you.
The two bros hug briefly because they aren't gay for each other.
Oh my God.
Despite the hidden behind a paywall kiss.
Have you seen anyone else?
No, you're the first one I've come across. I was with Courtney, Angela, and Tommy when it hit, but we got separated.
Yeah, Trevor and Arasha are in the game room now. Fortunately, Trevor's ankle is sprained, so he can't move much. I saw Damien, Ian, and Anthony looking for others. Many crew are helping too. Takes a lot of people to clear away enough of this to free people.
I'll help. Take me where they are.
Smosh cast and crew lift big, heavy pieces of building together and make their way to those buried. Shane's veins freeze ice cold when he hears a petrifying scream behind a mass of bricks and wood. Courtney is in pain.
Her pulse is weak. We need to free her to get her arm and get her to a hospital.
Shane shoves past Angela and Tommy to get to his wife. Tommy and Spencer join him on each side, ready to pull as much weight as they possibly can.
Get ready to pull her free.
The creaking sound of metal.
Yeah, I know. She's right here. Yeah, I fucking know where she is. She's my wife. I would know.
She's right here. Your wife's right here.
I'm your wife.
The creaking sound of metal bending echoes through the cramped area as Shane grates his teeth, the veins in his neck bulging, and his face turning as red as a Bellerby buzzer as he struggles.
Nice.
And lifts it inches above the ground, yelling in pain as his entire body screams at him to stop. Go, 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 go! Damien and Angela drag Courtney to safety before Shane, Tommy, and Spencer drop the weight with a thud.
Oh, you guys,
all
I was
turn-
helping. Oh, yeah, for sure.
That was actually
Good
crazy.
job.
They all turn around at a loud rumbling sound and witness in horror as the Smosh headquarters crumbles into nothing but rocks and brick and wood. What was the home of Smosh is now a flattened pile of debris.
Holy tits!
Smosh is gone.
Smosh has survived without a fancy studio before. Barely.
They all look around at the serene landscape. All of the other buildings are still intact. Not so much as a new pothole in the streets.
No f***ing way. That bitch.
This disaster wasn't natural.
Shane's hand clenches around Courtney's good shoulder.
Oh.
Someone did this. Someone hurt her. Someone will pay.
But how?
What matters now is getting you guys to a hospital. We can worry about this later.
Tommy clicks his key remote to unlock his car. It blows up. Flames erupting and shards of metal flying into the air. Everyone covers their head and crouches as the heat reaches them and chunks of car fly by.
Scratch that. We have to stop her before she kills us.
Scene.
Wow, it's a Rasha.
Whoa.
Where's the part 2 on this?
We have to stop her before she kills us.
Colleen Ballinger.
Yeah, I think, well, let's
Wow.
place our bets on who it could be. I think Olivia's a strong front runner.
Olivia would do some Joker-ass shit like this.
Yeah.
She'd be like, you want to know how I got this tracksuit?
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
real.
Thank you all for joining us for our Smosh Pit Theatre Fanfiction Edition. Also, comment below on what other Smosh Pit theaters you want us to do. Thank you so much, and please get the merch when you leave the theater. It's pictures of our faces
Yes.
on turtlenecks.
Yes.
Thanks.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye now.
We love you all.
Cheerio.
Curtain is closing.
Pit.
Goodbye.
Close the curtain.